Since I'm having so much fun with these little tone tests with this new little Supro Comet, an amp I picked up this week in Memphis, what you just heard was the original vinyl version of ZZ Top's Down Brownie off the Rio Grande mud, cut back in 71 or 72. And of course, guitar players all love that old tone, so I always try to replicate it. And I've gotten really close to it, and by far the smallest amp that comes the closest with basically no tweaking is this little Supro Comet. I've got the tone, I've got the volume set to 10. I've got the tone to about 75 or 80%. And I've got the reverb and the tremolo and whatever else is on there cut completely off. So I've only got two knobs in play here. And I'm recording using a Shure SM57 mic and a Sterling ST69 tube mic. And the little 57 on the left, that's the guitar, it's the industry standard for guitar cabinets. Everybody uses them. Gibbons and them used them back in the day down at Tyler, Texas at Robin Hood Studio on the first couple of records, and probably have used them on every song since then. It's just the industry standard. They only cost about $100. If you're looking for the only logical starting point for mics for your guitar amp, that's where to start. The other one again is this little Sterling ST69 tube, which kind of came by accident. I had one and we tried it on a Marshall, and it sounded so good that I've been using them ever since. And I've tried all kind of configurations, but the best thing that works for me is just draping them over with the cords like I've got. As tacky as that looks, but this does better than anything. Now, I've tried it all. I've got all kind of mic stands and I've tried everything, but this works the best for me. And again, it's a little tube and it runs through this little contraption. You can see the little red lights on. And I run it through Logic Pro 10 with an iMac. And what I want to do to compare these tones, I opened up this video with Down Brownie the vinyl and me playing through the 57 Shure and the ST69. So what I'm going to do now is isolate them one by one and then blend them all together. And I hope by the time I've got all three blended that at least the tonality sonically, that it will be so well blended that there's no real discernible difference. I hope you will notice that there is a difference between just the SM57 and then when I add that Sterling ST69. It's got a little grittier tone or sonic quality to it, and it sort of maybe punches up sort of the high end of the mid-range or something, but it adds some quality to it. So we'll do one at a time and I'll explain as we go, and then we'll add Down Brownie, and then I'll cut Down Brownie off and on throughout the rest of it so you can hear the tone comparison on different parts of the song. So I've got everything muted. Let's see, make sure. Go all through them again, and we'll start off with the SM57, just me playing the intro to Down Brownie. Now here's the ST69 tube. And then I'll blend them, starting with the 57. So when you blend them together, it punches it up. Now here's the record. Now I'm going to add my guitars. So there you go. That's the tone test, and this little Supro with the 57 and the ST69 blended with the original violin is pretty close as far as the tone goes. But this is a great little amp here if you want something for that tone, and every guitar player I know wants that sound, especially the guys that have been doing this for a while. Anyway, that's how you can do your tone test. And when you're trying to sound like somebody, always put the benchmark that what you're trying to sound like, always import it into your recorder, and then play your amp and your guitar, and you tweak it until you get it right. You're never going to do it just by your ear. It's just not going to happen. So if you really want to replicate sounds, duplicate them, that's how you do it. You pull in the sounds you want, the exact tone you want, and you experiment with mics and settings and distances of mics from the cabinets and all those different things you can do. And that's how you'll come up the closest you can get to the sound that you're trying to duplicate. One funny little thing here in closing. I saw Gibbons a couple of years ago, I think down at Starkville, Mississippi. And I'm always trying to pick his brain about this kind of stuff and tones and mics, and I usually don't get very far at all, but it's still fun. So this night, it was late, and they had already played, and we were getting ready to leave, and I said, well, Billy, what mic do you like? What's your favorite mic? And he looked at me like I was the village idiot of Tippahawk County and said, a 57, like, any idiot knows that. So obviously he still loves them, and they're still using them on these records. And again, if you're looking for a starting point for a mic for your guitar cabinet, you're getting started out, there's no other choice except a Shure 57. They cost about $100, brand new. Can't be. Oh, and you can take them and you can drive a nail with them. They're that tough. They are an iconic classic of microphones. So you cannot go wrong with the Shure 57, and it does good on lots of other things too. But anyway, back to this. This little Supro did great with these two mics, blended them all in there, and so we enjoyed doing the sound together like that and seeing how it turned out. Hope you enjoyed it, and good luck with it, and see you around the next time.